Here's the question. It's about sine, cosine, tangent. Tangent x equals -4. What is tangent negative x? Sine x equals 0.1. I think that's supposed to be 0.1. Sine of negative x equals what? Cosine of x equals 0.7. Cosine of negative x. Let me make sure. 0.1 for sine and 0.7 for cosine. Okay. Well, this will help you. Let's draw our unit circle. Remember, only cosine is positive in the fourth quadrant, sine and tangent both negative. All of them are positive in the first quadrant, only sine is positive in the second quadrant rather. Cosine and tangent are negative, only tangent positive in the third quadrant, sine and cosine are negative. So let's think about this. If tangent x equals -4, well, we must be, let's pretend that we're in the fourth quadrant. So tangent x equals -4. We have a tangent of some angle, let's call it x, and the tangent x is -4. Well, what's negative x? Negative x would be in the first quadrant then. Let's say the angle is, I don't know what the number is because I don't have a calculator in front of me. But let's say, well, I did calculate it. Maybe it's 75 degrees, I think. I can do it if you want. So tangent x is -75. Tangent of -75 degrees is around -4. Well, then tangent of -75 is the tangent of 75. It's in the first quadrant. This is just an example. It might be that number because I did just calculate it. Then tangent of -75 is tangent of 75, and it's going to be positive, so it's going to be 4. So the sign of tangent changes when you switch quadrants like that from the first to the second or second to the first. If the sine of x is 0.1, that means, let's say we're in the first quadrant. So then the sign of negative x would be down here. The sign is negative, so it's going to be -0.1. And then if the cosine of x is 0.7, so cosine is here in the first quadrant, the angle is here in the first quadrant. Cosine of negative x, which would be in the fourth quadrant, well, cosine is still positive there, so it would be 0.7. So there it is. Tangent and sine would change signs. Cosine, the sign, would stay the same. There's your answer.